Welcome to the Motor Control Center Safe Operation and Troubleshooting Training. In this virtual reality experience, you are inside the low-voltage power distribution room of an advanced facility. Your task today is critical. One of the facility's motors has unexpectedly stopped working, disrupting operations. Your skills and knowledge are now needed to diagnose and fix this problem, ensuring the safety and efficiency of the power distribution system. As you step into this virtual environment, remember, the safety of both people and equipment relies on your ability to follow proper procedures carefully. You will be guided through each step of the process, from the initial assessment to the final resolution, using the latest tools and methods. This training is designed not only to improve your troubleshooting skills, but also to emphasize the importance of safety in all operations involving motor control centers. Get ready to engage, learn, and apply your knowledge to restore functionality and safety to our facility. Let's begin.
Hello there, this is your supervisor speaking. Before we get started, I want to confirm that we've received the green light to proceed with our troubleshooting work on the motor control bucket. At this stage, the specific issue causing the motor to stop is unknown, and our first step will be to attempt a manual restart. Head over to the MCC bucket panel. Before anything else, make sure to observe the title on the MCC bucket label and read it back to me out loud. We need to confirm you're at the right one.
Alright, moving to the MCC panels. Confirming I'm at the air dryer heater bucket.
You're looking for the switch labeled Hand Off Auto. Set it to hand and give it a try and see if you can get the motor running again. This initial attempt is crucial for us to understand if the problem can be resolved simply or if we'll need to dive deeper into troubleshooting. Remember, safety first. Let me know as soon as you've attempted the restart. Over.
I've initiated the start in hand mode. No signs of activity on my end. Can you confirm if the pump has started from where you are?
No signs on my end either, so we've got some more digging to do. But first things first, safety. Let's make sure we're set up safely before we dive in. Flip the HOA switch to off and then turn off the main circuit breaker. This will ensure we're working under safe conditions. Let me know once that's done. Over.
The hand-off auto switch is set to off, and the main circuit breaker is now off too.
Excellent. With everything powered down, let's turn our attention to the arc flash warning label on the MCC bucket's front panel. It's crucial we understand the safety requirements it spells out before we proceed. Give it a read and make sure you've got a handle on what's required for our next steps. Safety's our top priority. Hit me up once you've got the lowdown. Over.
Before you is an arc flash warning label. This label alerts workers to the potential risk of arc flash and shock hazards when working with or near electrical equipment. Understanding this label is key to protecting yourself from serious injury. Let's focus on the left side of the label. You'll see it states an arc flash boundary of 3 feet 4 inches. This marks the safe working distance to prevent serious burns in case of an arc flash. The label also specifies 422 calories per square centimeter at 1 foot 6 inches, indicating the amount of incident energy you could be exposed to at that distance and the required arc rating for your protective clothing. Also noted here is the shock hazard for a 480 volts AC system with a limited approach boundary of 3 feet 0 inches, representing the closest distance at which a qualified person might safely work without wearing shock protection PPE. Take a moment to commit these figures to memory. Understand the boundaries and energy levels. They are crucial for your safety. Once you're ready, press Continue to proceed with a short quiz to test your recall of this vital information. Let's now turn your attention to the right side of the arc flash warning label. This section outlines the necessary personal protective equipment, known as PPE, needed for adequate protection against potential arc flash and shock hazards. The PPE required is clearly listed. Carefully analyze the required PPE on the label. You'll need to remember these specifications as they're essential for the tasks ahead. Once you've familiarized yourself with the PPE requirements, click Proceed to continue with the training.
Got the details from the label and checked the PPE list. All set here. What's next?
All right, next step. Time to suit up for safety. Make your way to the PPE area. You've seen the required gear on the label. Now it's on you to pick the right equipment. Choosing the correct PPE is crucial here. It's what keeps you safe. Take a moment. Think about what you've learned from the label and select your gear. Don't rush this. When you feel confident you've got everything you need, let me know.
You've entered the Personal Protective Equipment, or PPE, storage area. Here, you'll choose the safety gear required for our tasks. As you enter, notice the widget with a silhouette displaying the PPE you're currently equipped with, including an 8.7 calories per square centimeter shirt and pants, along with leather safety boots. To select additional PPE, simply reach out towards the item on the shelf and press the trigger once. The item will disappear from the shelf, symbolizing you've put it on, and the widget will update to reflect your new gear. Once you're satisfied with your selection, confirm by pressing the Gear Up and Proceed button on the widget. This will lock in your choices and allow you to move forward with the training. However, if you wish to reconsider your selection, you can press the Reset Gear button. This will remove any additional PPE you've selected and return you to the default gear, allowing you to make a different choice. Take your time and choose wisely. The right PPE is crucial for your safety during this training. Once ready, let us proceed to the next step of our mission safely and confidently.
Gear's on and I'm set to move forward. What's next?
Good to hear. You're all set. Now let's make sure we're keeping everyone safe around here. Head over to the cart and grab arc flash banner stakes to mark off a safe zone around the MCC panel. Just set up a perimeter with those stakes, keeping folks at a safe distance so nobody wanders into our workspace by mistake. Remember, the safe distance we're aiming for is the outermost boundary mentioned on that label you checked out earlier. Make sure to use that as your guide when you're placing the stakes. Over.
Barriers are up and the safe zone's all set around the MCC panel.
Now head over to the MCC bucket. Your next move is to apply Lotto devices onto the operating handle. This way, we make sure nobody flips it back on while we're in the middle of our work. Hit me up once it's all locked up.
Lotto devices applied.
Now let's double check that no one can start things up accidentally. Attempt to start in hand mode just to see nothing kicks in.
Tried the hand mode and there's no sign of startup. Looks like we're good to go.
Perfect. It's time to take a closer look inside. Grab your tools, I hope. You'll find 2 lock screws at the corners of the panel. Use your screwdriver to flip them open and unlock the door. Let's see what we've got inside. Over.
The panel is wide open.
Got your multimeter? We need a quick dead live test to verify the absence of voltage. First, prove your meter's working with the proving unit. Then, hit each phase to phase to ground, on the load side terminals of the main breaker. Finish up by proving the meter again, just to be safe. Over.
Tested all phases and we're clear. No voltage present. Meter's proven good too.
All right, all safety bases covered, and we're spot on for the real challenge. Peek inside that MCC bucket. Could be the circuit breaker, the starter, maybe even something with the control voltage transformer, or the wiring that's giving us grief. Got any hunches? Let's troubleshoot and find out. Over.
Welcome to the heart of our troubleshooting process within the MCC bucket. A range of issues might be waiting for us, from simple wiring hiccups to more complex system malfunctions. Your main tools? A keen eye, a multimeter ready for voltage or resistance checks, and a comprehensive single-line diagram on your pop-up widget to guide you through the connections. If you hit a snag, the Request Hint button on the widget is your go-to. It's there to nudge you in the right direction without giving too much away. And when you're confident you've uncovered the fault, hit Submit Fault to let us know what you found. Remember, troubleshooting is part detective work, part knowledge application. Use the resources at your fingertips, stay patient, and let's uncover the root of the issue together. Ready to begin?
Fantastic work pinpointing that fault. Before we get it running, let's tidy up. Close up the MCC bucket compartment. Make sure to flip those lock screws back to secure the panel door. Safety first, always. Over.
Compartments closed and secured with the lock screws.
Great. Now let's safely restore power. Go ahead and remove those LOTO devices. We need to ensure the equipment is ready to be energized.
LOTO devices removed. We're clear on my end. Ready when you are. Over.
Everything should be in top shape now. Ready for the moment of truth? Go ahead and start the motor. Let's see it come back to life. Over.
Just hit the start and the indicator light's on. Looks like we're in business. How's it looking on your end? Over.
And there it goes. Motor's running smooth as ever. That's how we do it. Great job getting everything up and running again. Over.
Congratulations on your successful completion of the Motor Control Center safe operation and troubleshooting training. Throughout this program, you've not only sharpened your troubleshooting skills, but also deeply engaged with safety practices grounded in the NFPA 70E and OSHA standards, particularly focusing on the NFPA 70E Article 130 on work involving electrical hazards and OSHA's 29 CFR 1910-Tone 332, the electrical safety standard. You've learned the importance of personal protective equipment, lockout-tagout procedures, and the establishment of an electrically safe work condition before performing any tasks, directly reflecting the guidelines set by these standards to prevent electrical accidents and ensure workplace safety. This training was designed to empower you with the knowledge and skills to not only perform your job effectively, but also to uphold the highest standards of safety, ensuring that you and your colleagues remain safe in any electrical maintenance scenario. Your dedication to embracing these standards, understanding their application in real-world situations, and your commitment to safety and excellence in electrical maintenance is commendable. Continue to lead by example, staying informed and vigilant, always prioritizing safety in accordance with NFPA 70E and OSHA guidelines. Thank you for committing to safety and excellence. May you carry forward these principles in your career, contributing to a safer working environment for all.